For this all-action affair, we expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. That left-handed jab doesn't quite score. They both want the knockout. Pre-match drama. Who could forget what we saw yesterday at the weigh-in, fighting at the bit to get it on in this historic venue.
You walk in, you cannot hide or duck or stand behind anybody. The audience is on you. They see every single movement, every single twitch. If you're scared, the thousands of people out here in this place, they will spot it.
Close fight here in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Beautiful counter punch. That jab won't score. Catch and shoot. Scores with the counter. Straight right just misses. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Loma in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Breathe, you got to go back out there and win this round. Got everything in the bag. Now you let it back.
Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Johnny, a lot of fighters focus on their defense with their hands up. This fighter focuses on their defense with their footwork, moving on those angles, staying out of danger.
If you're an outside fighter, you've got to use that straight jab, the straight right hands, the straight left hands. Doing it that way, it makes it so awkward for anybody to try and pin you down or even predict which way you're moving.
There's a counter shot. Nice job getting that punch through. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Nice counter. Hey, those punches add up. Counter punch. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. He threw a punch and just got countered. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Loma in that last round. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round? On to the third. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
shot lands. They're both trying for a knockout. That counter punch caught him clean. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Holding nothing back here in the round. Big hook doesn't land. Good counter punching. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Loma in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special.
Come on.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab. Rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Battle. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Tried to score with a jab. You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. You've got to relax.
Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than that.
Missed with that right uppercut. Those counter punches have to hurt. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Loma in that last round. He is down big time on the scores.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round, you're getting it. You're going to get a kitchen sink.
I like that round. Good round. You feel good?
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
How about that time counter shot? Nice counter shot. Jab does not score. In this division, both fighters will constantly be on their toes trying to punch and counter punch.
What you've got to do, Tony, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in the guess.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Well done with that counter shot. Quick punch scores. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Loma in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be. There's the bell for round 6. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You know, with lightweights, these guys are going to be lightning quick.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
They exchange punches. Careful for that receipt. It's always coming. And he misses with that jab. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Blistering hand speed from both of these outstanding lightweights.
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box it. Frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he close you down.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Loma in that last round. Here we go. It's round 7. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing.
Oh my goodness, Johnny! Sugar Ray Robinson just got rocked. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Nice counter shot. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. Swing and a miss with the jab. Been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. So far, the offense has been better than the defense. very close round. Lomachenko goes down. Now that is a massive knockdown. Let's take another look.
A shot from the gods.
1, 2, 3, 4. Are you okay?
Let's talk about Loma in that last round. It's not over.
They're switching off.
And they're back at it again here in round 8. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not gonna happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff it.
Sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they went out of steam.
Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. Beautiful counter shot. It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. These punches coming from every angle. Good counter punch. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
He misses with that straight left. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Go back to the drawing board time, a unanimous decision victory.
What a whitewash. You know, that's skills, that's class, that's levels.